Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, guys, thank you for your attention and thank you very much for the time that has given to us to present our material today. They entitled Contemporary Challenges and Issues in the Teaching Profession by Group 4. Okay, but before that, let me introduce our group members, starting with myself, Siti Nafida DJ, and then Siti Anseli R, and then Aida Alfia Zalfa, next is Reski Amalia, Odilia Cindy Ohin, and then the last is Ninin Kamila. So today there are 7 topics that will be discussed. The first is common challenges faced by teachers. The second is impact of technology on learning practices. The third is the role of teachers in supporting students' mental health. The fourth is understanding inclusion and its challenges, understanding inclusive education. The fifth is the importance of teachers' professional development. The sixth is disciplinary issues teachers commonly face. And then the last is increasing students' interest in reading. Okay, next. So with the first topics will be presented by me. Common challenges faced by teachers. Number 1, creativity and intelligence in action. So teachers are not only required to have knowledge, but also creativity and intelligence in action, which distinguishes ordinary teachers from teachers who are able to innovate. So creativity and intelligence in action refers to the teacher's ability to not only master the subject matter, but also can playing it in innovative and engaging ways. Maybe the example like when historical teachers use reality applications on virtual to visit historical sites, so it makes classroom more vivid and engaging. And then the other example, maybe when the science teachers give a science to make or build an ecosystem, it's increase students creatively and can work with the group. Okay, number 2, continuous self-development. So teachers must continue to develop themselves by learning new things. So both through reading books and searching for information online, so that they can always provide fresh and relevant learning. So continuing education is essential for teachers to stay relevant and effective. For example, the teachers who are actively attends the webinar on educational technologies, she or he can know what is the new technologies or tools, and then by applying it in the classroom, such as tools, can increase students' engagement. Okay, next. Number 3, innovation in learning. So every day, teachers must innovate in the teaching process, avoiding monotonous routines such as only giving lectures or worksheet, exercise, and looking for more effective and interesting methods. So innovation in learning essential to make students interest. For example, the English teachers can replace the traditional methods. Like giving worksheet or just exercise or just portfolio by maybe a project like make a short video based on what they have learned or based what they have read. So this is not only avoid the burdens, but also encourages students creatively and cooperation. And then the next is cooperative learning. So teachers need to frequently implement cooperative learning by selecting appropriate group members so as to encourage students to discuss and learn together according to their diverse learning abilities. So this approach can encourages the interaction, discussion, and mutual help among the students. Even with their different learning abilities. So next, the second topics will be presented by Siti Anseli. So Siti Anseli, time is yours.
Okay, next material is about impact of technology on learning practices. The first one is digital interaction and distance learning. There is use of platforms such as Google Meet, Zoom, and Classroom. So digital platforms such as Google Meet, Zoom, and Classroom allow interaction between students and teachers online. This facilitates the learning process even though they are in different locations, thus creating a virtual classroom. And the second is overcoming geographical barriers and expanding access to education. So this technology helps overcoming geographical barriers, where students from different region or even countries can take the same class. So that's why access to education becomes wider without being hindered by distance. And next is enrichment of learning media. There is utilization of digital tools to make learning more interesting and interactive. So digital tools can make a learning more interesting and interactive. This include the use of media such as video, simulation, and educational application. To clarify materials and provide a different experience. For example, the use of media such as video. There are showing videos explaining of materials and use simulation for virtual classroom and educational application that provide a richer and more enjoyable learning experience. Next, please. And the third is increasing independent learning. There is technology encourages students to learn independently. So technology gives a student the freedom to learn independently with access to variety online learning resources. This makes a student to more responsible for their own learning process. And number four is teaching efficiency and productivity. There is learning management software that helps in managing materials and assessment. So learning management software such as learning management system or LMS can help in managing learning materials and assessment, making it easier for teacher and student to access information, upload assignment, and view result. Next, please. And the last one is flexibility in learning. There is access to various educational resources without geographical limitation. So this flexibility allows students to access various educational resources anywhere without geographical limitation. So they can learn anytime and anywhere as long as there is internet access. I think that's all for me. I hand it back over to the director.
Okay, next topics will be presented by Aida Fiatalpa. Okay, guys. So the third topic, thanks for the opportunity. The next topic is the role of teachers in supporting student mental health. So the first one in here, teachers are not only responsible for transferring knowledge, but also for helping students develop their cognitive, emotional, and creative skills through comprehensive guidance. So in here, teachers not only have the ability to help students, but also to help students develop their creativity, sense, and imagination. And the learning process should include guidance so that students can achieve these skills comprehensively and completely, even if it is achieved gradually. Next, please. The second is early detection and social emotional learning, or SEL approach. So, teachers can detect mental health problems through observing students' behavior, and SEL helps students manage their emotions and build healthy relationships. So, teachers have an important role in supporting student mental health because of the frequent interactions that occur in school. Teachers can detect early mental problems through observations of changes in behavior or performance. And in addition, social emotional learning or SEL can approach to learning that can promote student mental health, improve their ability to manage emotions, and build positive relationships. The third is the importance of mental health training for teachers. So in here, training helps teachers detect mental health issues in students, but limited budgets and conflicting roles can pose challenges. So in here, mental health training for teachers is important so that they can detect problems and provide appropriate appropriate process. However, budget limitations are in a hindrance. In addition, teachers sometimes face role conflicts and the royalty also can help students to limit this also. The next please. The last is the role of teachers as educators, mentors, and motivators. So teachers play a role in shaping students' moral, helping students find solutions to mental health issues, and encouraging students to face life pressures with enthusiasm. So teachers also play an important role in supporting student mental health as educators who shape the moral of students and as motivators who encourage them to face life pressures with enthusiasm. And the role of advisor is also relevant because where teacher can provide advice that can help students to overcome their mental and emotional problems. So guys, thought we are not teachers yet, understanding our future responsibilities in student mental health is vital because this preparation will help us to guide students in both their academic and mental health problems. Thank you. Maybe that's all for me. I hand it back over to the moderator. Okay, next topics will be written by Reski Amalia. So Reski Amalia, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. The next material is understanding inclusion and challenges understanding inclusive education. Inclusive education is one of the government programs to realize impact in education. Inclusive education is a forum of change to require education without discrimination, both children with special needs or normal children can get the same education. Therefore, the purpose of inclusive education in Indonesia is to be able to serve educational needs of children with special needs for education and realize in equal education in Indonesia. Next. However, in implementation, many obstacles or challenges can be found experienced by teachers and schools, such as the first lack of training of skills in handling students with special needs. The second is lack of attention and concern from parents toward the education of special needs. The last number of special needs students in one class can be a challenge in management. The fourth, lack of collaboration between various parties such as the community, professional experts, and the government. The fifth, lack of positive attitudes and skill of teachers in handling special needs. The sixth, school facilities that don't support inclusive education. And the last, low understanding of the rights of special needs students in education. Next, to face the sustainability of inclusive education, the most important supporting factor includes the active participation of all principal, teacher, parents, the community. Additionally, edified facilities and infrastructure such as accessible classroom and the availability of health professionals play a critical role. Collaboration between schools and communities is also key to the success of inclusive education. Fostering shared shared responsibility in addressing the diverse needs of all students, and this this collective effort ensures that resources resources are utilized effectively. Um, Creating a government conducive to learning for every child, ultimately, 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 commitment, commitment to quality education can lead to more equitable and just society. I think that's all for me. I can give back over to the moderator.
Okay, the next topic will be presented by Nina and Camila.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So the next material is about the importance of teacher professional development. There are 3 points. The first is the impact of low quality teacher. The first, low quality teacher negatively affect the learning process, resulting in gadget, student meet expectation, and incompetent teacher make it harder for students to cope with jobs and can even become a social burden. So, teacher who lack quality disrupt the learning process, causing students to struggle with understanding the material and leaving them unprepared for challenges in the world of social life. Next, the second is the important role of teacher in education. There are 2 points. The first is teacher are key to education. The second is without active teacher, education won't work effectively. And the last is the quality of education probably depends on the quality and competence of teachers. So, teachers are one of the most important factors in education. They are not only responsible for delivering lessons, but also for implementing policy and change with the education system. And the last one is teacher professional competence. There are 3. The first is teacher must be able to plan, implement, and evaluate lessons according to the expertise. And the second is teacher play a major role in shaping student character and setting in examples. And the last one is student success in school is only influenced by the teacher. So, teacher competence includes the ability to plan, implement, and evaluate the learning process. Competent teacher can create effective teaching strategies, deliver lessons clearly, and evaluate student progress objectively. So maybe that's all for me. I will put that further.
Okay, next topics will be presented by Olivia Cindy. So, Olivia Cindy, time is yours.
Okay, the next topic is disciplinary issue teacher counting days. The first one is late arrivals. Example, student arrive late to school frequently. This can cause the student the first one is late arrival. Example, student arrive late to school frequently. They can cause students are miss out the material and disrupt the concentration of the other students. And the next is of the material and also disrupt the concentration of other students. Next. The next is violation of school rules. There are several examples. The first one is students frequently violate school rules by not wearing required uniform or accessories. And the next is wandering around the cafeteria during the class. This shows the student do not value time to study and prefer avoid to academic requirement. The next is not completing homework. This reflects students' lack of personal responsibility and fulfilling their obligation. And the next is swapping higher that doesn't meet school standard. And the next, not bringing necessary learning materials, skipping classes to go to the market. This so the student just avoid to rather than participate in school activities. The next is requesting to use the restroom but loitering in the cafeteria. The next is lack of respect and politeness among students. The first one is students often use harsh or inappropriate language. The next is wear inappropriate attire, such as the strips that are too short. And the next is interact excessively with the opposite gender. Example, the holding hand or hugging. And the last is show disrespect to their teacher by being defiant or arguing with them. I think this all. I hand back to
Okay, for the last topics, will be presented again by me for a while. Okay, increasing students' interest in reading. Number one is supportive literacy environment. So by create a comfortable, bright, and easy library. So a comfortable place allows students to feel like at home while reading. And then for the bright or lighting, it is important too because students can read without feeling tired or distracted. And then for the TD library makes students more easily to find the book that they try to find. Next slide. Number two is collaboration with parents. So this is involve parents in reading habits at home and then hold the reading at home program to read with children. Collaboration with parents in improving reading habits is essential because by involving reading activities at home or by hold the reading at home program, we can create an environment that supports literacy both in school or at home. Okay, the last one, use of technology. Take advantage of digital reading applications like e-books or interactive stories and others, and then introduce platforms such as Wattpad or Akusnas, for example. So the utilization of technology, such as the digital reading books or the digital reading application, can increase students' interest and engagement. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for your attention. And